Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how I make Nigerian fried rice. So here we have ginger, green beans, carrot and onions, basically our vegetables for the fried rice. I had already sliced the vegetables and I pounded the ginger with garlic. Here I'm parboiling the rice, after which I'll wash for about 3 times. This is fresh pepper which I had washed and grounded. Here we have our spices, curry masala, thyme, as well as the fried rice spices, last one in particular. I'm using beef to prepare this fried rice, so here I'm frying the beef with oil. So I'm going to fry it till it's really dry because I love fried beef. Who says you can't go fried rice with beef? And this is what it looks like after frying. Very dried, just the way I love it. Next, I'm going to fry my vegetables for a while. So in hot oil, I'm adding thyme and curry, which I would fry for a while before I would then add my vegetables. So I'll add the vegetables here. First I add the ginger and then it's ginger and garlic. So I'll fry it for a little while. After frying for a little while, I'll then add my vegetables, my onions. I'll add onions first and then I'll give it a little stir and fry it for a while. Would you believe I bought a single onions for 200 naira? I couldn't even find an onion for 100 naira, so I had to buy one onions for 200 naira to make this fried rice. And this is almost all the onions because I just made some that I'll put at the end, still fresh without frying. At this point I'm okay with it, so I add in my carrots and my green beans and then I will fry this for a little while. I think I fried it for about 1 minute because I had to pause my camera at some point because I'm stirring with one hand and holding my camera at the other hand, so it's quite difficult for me. So at this point I add my salt and then I'll stir it for a little while. Before I now add my 1 cube of Maggi, this just to give it a little bit of sweetness, and then I will still fry this some more. I actually fried it for, like I said, for at least 1 minute because I want it to still be kind of crunchy, but then it will be crunchy, but I don't know how to explain it. So I added fresh pepper because I want it to be hot. And so after frying it for about 1 minute, I actually tested it to check whether it's okay for me and it's still crunchy, so I remove it. Here I'm adding the oil I use in frying my meat earlier. Then I'll add my ginger and garlic, which I already pounded. I bought this ginger, as you are seeing in this video, for 200 naira. My god, it's really small. I love ginger. I could have added turmeric at this point, but I couldn't find turmeric when I went to the market, and so I just let my ginger and garlic fry for a minute for a while to release its flavors before I added my thyme. And then I will stir for a little while, then add my curry, and finally I'll add in my fried rice spices. But then before adding it, I'll stir it for a little while and allow it to fry so it could release its flavors into the oil. At this point, I'm adding my lasso fried rice spices. I actually added everything in the sachet because I didn't add turmeric. If I had added turmeric, then I'll just use a little bit of spices. But since I didn't add turmeric and I didn't add green bell peppers as well, then I added my salt for taste. This is in preparation to fry my rice. Then the final ingredient I'm going to add into this is my maggi. I added 1 cube of maggi, and then I usually allow my ingredients to fry till it's kind of golden brown, as you can see. Then I add in my rice. I washed this rice for like 3 times. This is local rice, and I was lucky it had already been destoned. And then I'll fry this. I actually fried this for at least 3 minutes. Then this is the result, but I couldn't film everything because, like I said, I held my phone on one hand as I was staring on the other hand, and so this is what it looks like. My camera is not doing justice to the color of this, so I kept on filming because I was trying to catch the color, but I couldn't. So now I'm adding my beef stock into the rice, and then I would stir it and allow it to boil for a while. So this is me stirring the rice after adding the beef stock. After stirring, I actually allowed it to boil for a little while before I now added water. I added enough water that would be enough, but before that I added my 2 cubes of maggi to taste, and then here I'm finally adding the desired quantity of water that would be enough to cook the rice. Remember, this is fried rice. Fry your rice very well so that you get the right taste. And then I added my fresh pepper. Oh, I love fresh pepper in my fried rice. And this is what it looks like. So I'll just stir it for a little bit more, after which the final act, which is covering my pot. And I'm covering my pot here, and this is what it looks like after the whole water had dried up. I was still, at this point, I was still trying to capture the color. You see it appeared a little, and so I add in my veggies. See the onions I was telling you before, I love it fresh, so I left a little bit so it could still be fresh as I'm eating it. And so I'll just mix up everything, and this is what it looks like finally. My camera is not doing justice to the color anyway, but this is what it looks like. Nigerian fried rice with fried beef. You can add red, yellow and green bell peppers. It will actually improve the flavor. And also you can add sweet corn. And what could I say? Nigerian fried rice is not complete without adding your fried liver. At this point, I'm done eating and the food was yummy.